Morning viewers of the channel. How are y'all doing today? We got some early morning movement. Headed out. For those of you who don't know, certain days of the week I go over to the military base, Campo Marte, and I teach English to uniformed personnel. This includes all branches of the armed forces and military and the national police. So they have a class where they learn English, just to advance themselves. They also learn German and Chinese, so they have different classes. They do have an English class, and so I volunteer my time to go and help them learn English so they can hear it from an American, right? I always say this when people ask about my Spanish. The Spanish that we learn in the United States usually is from an American that has lived overseas. Usually. I myself personally have never learned Spanish from a Latin person. It's always been, my Spanish teachers have always been Americans who just, studied Spanish in school, lived abroad for many years, and then they're teaching the language. Why do I say that? Because there is a level of accent that you still have as an American when you're teaching Spanish, or as a Latino teaching English, right? Our accents are different, our pronunciations are different. So I just help them, with the pronunciation, and so they can hear an American voice speaking the language. It's the same as me speaking Spanish, right? Like I have yo tengo un acento de estadounidense. Yo no tengo un acento de hondureño o el salvadoreño. So mi español es diferente. And if you are a Latino and you hear me speak Spanish, you automatically know that I'm not Hispanic. So it's the same when learning English. It just helps if they can hear an English voice. So I do have to drive a little bit further out on certain days of the week, but it's all good because they really appreciate it, and we just talk, have conversation. It's an advanced English class. So, we have regular conversation during breaks and stuff like that, just to help them practice their their English. The problem is that they don't practice English outside of the classroom. And that's where you're going to get the most benefit. That's what they say. They don't have any friends or family who speak English. So I know it can be tough. But I'm like, you guys have each other. Like, y'all don't talk outside of class. And they're like, yeah, like in the group chat. So I'm like, why aren't y'all, using English then? You're not going to get better at it unless you practice. That's the thing about speech, learning different languages. You have to practice. Like I tell them, like, I know you guys want to help me with my Spanish, thank you, but I'm not in a class. Like, if they're in an actual class, so if they fail, then they go back to their units, or they go back to their, police post. Like, I'm just learning Spanish because I live here in Honduras, and it's going to happen whether I want it to happen or not. Why do I say that? It's because I speak English at work, right? But then after work, it's usually Spanish. Usually. Like when I go to the store, if I want to go do something, go to a restaurant, it's Spanish. So I have to practice. I can't avoid it. So technically they can avoid practicing English because they live in a Spanish-speaking country. If they lived in the United States, it would be the reverse. And so it helps that I get to listen to different people speak Spanish, even though once they start speaking 100 miles an hour, I have no idea what they're saying. But it is starting to slow down. Like now that when I hear music, when I watch movies, I can pick out more words than I could before. And so, you know, that's just part of learning. It takes time. I got an old brain, so as new things come into my mind, old things get pushed out. So usually this drive is about 30 minutes to get to the base. Traffic really doesn't get heavy until you get next to the base because there's like a huge intersection there. It's a gray day. Gray the color, meaning like it looks like it's overcast, trying to rain or something. It's a good temperature though, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Good temp, good temp, good temp. Everybody's going into the city, so the traffic's on the other side. Upgrading the camera has let me do more of the narration. While I'm not 100% happy with the way that it sounds 10,000 times better than the last camera. And the picture is more stable, right? Using the GoPro, that's a lot more stability. The other camera was really shaky. Well, we got somebody moving goods in their truck. They can't see out their back window. This is a safety violation. It would be. Look at all that. Using those side mirrors like crazy. So I'm still gonna upgrade the vocal recording for the videos, but I think it's a lot better than just playing the music. I think it keeps people more engaged, and then I don't feel like I have to continue to talk for the entirety of me driving. I can go in and out. It's up to the viewer to watch to see that if I take a break in talking, when I start talking again. And it's story time. I can tell you things about what's happening to me, my thoughts about being here in Honduras, driving, different things. I still don't know if I want to add a little bit of music into the background, just like low, or let the sounds of the drive be the background noise. Might be a little bit of a mix of both. coming up on the Walmart. I visited the Walmart when I first got here. Next to the Walmart is Price Mart. For those who are unfamiliar with Price Mart, that is like the Honduran version of Sam's Club / Costco. And I do a lot of shopping there just because I don't like grocery shopping, but a lot of stuff that I can buy in bulk. El Sauce, the sauce. They got the sauce back there. A lot of things I can buy in bulk because it's just me. So I don't have to go to the store every week. But the Walmart was a lot different than Walmarts in the United States. They have different brands here. I think in the United States, the Walmart brand is Great Value. And here, it looked to be a lot of Duro brand. I saw like, they didn't have a lot of selection. So they didn't have like 10 or 12 different TVs. But the 1 or 2 TVs that they had massive stock. So they had like hundreds of those. So they don't have a lot of variety, but they did have a lot of stock. So yes, they do have Walmart here in Tegucigalpa. Radio house. We should be coming up on the traffic here in a second. To my left and to my right, you guys can only see just a little bit, but all of that's still open. It's not been developed yet. They are building some homes in different areas, but as far as a city goes, this is moving out further from the center of the city. We're about 25-30 minutes from the center of the city, I would guess. And all of this is still, because it's mountains, it's a lot of hills, it's not easily buildable land, so it's still a lot of trees, it's still a lot of green space here. I think as they are building out this way, businesses are building out this way. And you see car dealerships and stuff like that. They are building out this way, but there is a lot of open space, a lot of green space still. So it's not overly crowded like a lot of major cities are. And you know, Tegucigalpa is the capital of Honduras. I think they do have a lot of people that live inside city limits, like closer to the middle. That's why you see a lot of green space out here, but there definitely is a lot of people in the city. There's definitely a lot of them. Don't get that confused. There's still space for expansion, so there's even more space for people to, you know, move down this way. Oh wow, okay. Usually the traffic is right around this area, but looks like we're good to go. Nice. No complaints there. Gotta give clear signals, bro. You're just walking around waving your hands. And this is Campo Marte, the army base here in Tegucigalpa. It's like Fort Bragg, Fort Polk, Fort Gordon, Campo Marte. Got a lot of police out today. Oh, they're waiting on the dude to arrive, I think. There's a bunch of kids and stuff out there. Thank you guys for riding with me here to Campo Marte. I will make sure to see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.